IVM.
There's a quick survey to fill out on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It lets us know a little bit more about who's listening to us. And you know what? We're going to do a few prizes. So, we'll do a random drawing of maybe 10 people and we'll send you all some swag. Remember, that's ivmpodcast.com/survey where you can fill out the survey.
You are the most valuable investment you will ever make. Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawala, your leadership coach, life coach, and emotional intelligence coach. You probably know me from the Empowering series, and this is my new show, The Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawala. I'm going to coach you to be the best version of yourselves. So get ready to create, attain, and manifest the life you've always desired and make it your reality. Do you know what the easiest way to deal with procrastination is? That one step that takes you closer to your life goals, your success. It's none other than showing up. That's right. I know you may have heard this a million times before, but just hear me out, okay? Woody Allen once said, 80% of success is showing up. Now that is true, but it is not self-explanatory. It's great for an instant dose of motivation, but I don't want you to stop there. I don't want you to stop with a little motivation. You will probably forget that motivation by tomorrow and spiral again and slowly give up. I want you to have more, and I want you to bring more to your life by showing up. Showing up is not just being physically present. It is also mentally and psychologically preparing yourself to be present, to be where you need to be in the moment, to be in your now. How many times do you spend your day wishing you'd be on top of your game, wishing you'd be successful, wishing you'd be healthier, wishing you'd be fitter, just wishing. But that wish very rarely culminates into something more for you, right? That's where showing up makes all the difference. Want to stay fit? Lose weight, gain muscle? Hit the gym every day. Show up every day for 15 minutes. Want to ace a competition, win a competition? Show up, because chances are many won't from the fear of failure. Want to become an actor? Show up for every audition in town. Want to become a doctor? Show up for every lecture, every practical, every theory, and every surgery. Want to be there for a friend? Show up when they need you. Want to be there for your love? Show up and express to them the old-fashioned way. Showing up is easier said than done. But would you rather be someone who is full of excuses, always wondering why opportunities don't knock at your door, eventually leading a life of self-pity and insecurity? Or would you rather be the person who finds opportunities in adversities, someone who is gritty and courageous, someone who's ready to defeat every challenge that life throws at them, someone who's ready to seize the moment irrespective of how small or big it might be? Who would you rather be? Showing up actually means taking a step towards the greater good, a higher purpose. It is the sign of a truly determined person. It demonstrates your ability to not give up when you lack motivation. And we all lack motivation. And let's be honest, okay? We can't be motivated all the time. That's the reason why it is important that irrespective of whether you're motivated or not, show up anyway. Not only for a career opportunity or a professional break, but also for people in your life, for moments that make you feel fulfilled, for little acts of kindness, for strangers even. I can give you plenty of examples, but I'll do with just one right now. We all know Oprah Winfrey, don't we? She had a very traumatic childhood, and that's the root of her story. But do you know how she got her first break? She won the Miss Fire Prevention at a local radio station. And when that happened, the DJ asked her to say something on radio. And that is how she landed her first job in broadcasting, all at the age of 17. Most of the unimaginable, unbelievable opportunities come to you from just being present, mentally, emotionally, and physically, right where you need to be. But it doesn't stop there, or else you'll listen to this episode and probably tell me, Zarina, I showed up, but it didn't work. It's not all it takes, okay? It takes much more. But this is definitely the first, most defining step of any successful journey. When you show up, any moment can be that right place, right time for you, that much needed turning point in your life, a moment you will never forget, and a moment that you will always be grateful for. Someone, somewhere will take notice. All you've got to do is show up. Now, I'd love to know how you showed up today. So don't forget to write into me on my social media handles and tell me how you've managed to take this particular episode, put it into your real life, how you've managed to be able to show up for yourself or show up for somebody else, or make sure that you were just there where you needed to be. So my precious people, if you enjoy listening to the Life Manifesto and manifesting your life and achieving your dreams, please go ahead and like and rate our podcast. You can also click on the notification bell to get to know as soon as our latest episode drops. Do subscribe to the Life Manifesto. It's going to help us go a long way, and also reach out to like-minded people who want to truly manifest their lives and live the best version of themselves. Meanwhile, do what you love and do it often. And if you don't like something, go right ahead and change it. The power is within you. Thank you for tuning in to the Life Manifesto with me, Zarina. If you find the show useful, then please share it with your friends, family, and co-workers. You never know. You may just help someone become the best version of themselves. And if you want to align your life with some signature masterclasses, certification courses, and live sessions with me, go check out and download my app, Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawalla, available on Play Store or Apple Store. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to share with me, get in touch with me on my social media handles. I am at Zarina Poonawalla on Instagram and LinkedIn, and at Zarina Speaks on Twitter. See you in the next episode.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus's Cock and Bull, Cyrus, Ayushi, Shreyas, and Antariksh talk about the IIT-IIM Shadi.com endeavor and the newly conceived male contraceptive pills. We have a brand new show. It's a Marathi show called Akhand Bharat. Host Sanya Mane is an Indologist, and she takes us back to Vedic times and offers us the history and origin of many myths. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam introduces us to Manesh Mahatme, Director Payments, WhatsApp India. Together they map out the success of digital payments in India. On the Filter Coffee podcast, Karthik speaks to Shubham Nag. He's the creator of the community Tattoo Culture. On the Life Manifesto, Zarina shares how one can go about building a strong character with good value system. And on the Habit Coach, Ashton explains the subtle but important difference between listening and hearing. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on, including the one you're listening to us on now. And also, please do check us out on YouTube. We have a number of channels. They're all available on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. We're also doing a small listener survey to help us understand you, the listener, better, and how you like our shows, how you respond to the advertising, and so on. We'd really appreciate it if you could spare a few minutes to fill it out. It's at ivmpodcast.com/survey. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week: SBI Life Insurance, India Water Portal, and Jupiter, a digital banking app. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Working Monday to Friday glued to your chair making you feel dull? Worry not. Get your 5-minute weekly dose of travel around the world with Postcards from Nowhere. Join me every Thursday as I explore the strange, obscure, and fascinating parts of the world and bring out facets of travel you may not have thought of before. You can find us on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.